Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Teyana Taylor saying that she will not turn her back on Kanye West. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because I know that, Kanye West has said a lot of stuff that has a lot of people going off on him, and a lot of people have turned their backs on him. However, Teyana Taylor recently is coming out to say Kanye West has been an integral part of her career, and she explained that she won't abandon Kanye West because of the long-standing bond they share and the loyalty she feels towards him, even though his views have been controversial, right? So when she says his views have been controversial, she's talking about, the anti-Semitism and all of that jazz. No. I know that this is going to puzzle a lot of people. A lot of people are going to say Teyana Taylor's career is going well. She needs to distance herself from Kanye West, and she can't allow Kanye West to ruin everything for her and all of that jazz. Now, first of all, I want to remind you that Kanye met with some rabbis. They had a meeting and they said that he was forgiven, even though I see some people starting mischief with him. But Kanye has turned a new chapter. It seems. And also what we need to take into consideration is Kanye West, Teyana Taylor was in the business. She was in the industry. She was doing her little thing. She was working with Beyonce, but we knew Teyana Taylor. We knew Teyana Taylor was with Iman Shumpert. But Teyana Taylor actually got her breakthrough, her big breakthrough, because of Kanye West. And because she's at a peak now where she's getting recognized and acknowledged for her work, she is just basically paying homage to him. She's acknowledging that he has a problem, but while he has a problem, she knows that the problem that he has is mental. And when you have a mental health condition, it is an illness. And he's not a madman. Guys, when I tell you that, I sat down and I spoke to some experts just because of Kanye West, because after I did those videos on Kanye, I always try to be fair. And I was going back through some of them. I still don't agree with the things that he did. And I can't agree with them. I cannot agree with them. But the reason why I got, some education is because after going back through some of those videos, I said to myself, if Kanye West was not completely conscious of what he was doing, why was I so judgmental? And I got some education and I learned that bipolar is not a madness. Let me tell you, there's so much to learn in this life. And sometimes if we just take the time out to learn and to educate ourselves and, to the doctors who spared their time and took me through the crash course of mental health. And we have a young lady here in Jamaica from the Bellevue Hospital. She's on TikTok and she does a lot of educational videos. I forgot her name, but if you look up the Bellevue Hospital, it's a hospital here in Jamaica that caters to those who have mental health challenges. And she got an international award, like for the most something of the sort with mental health. Like she outranked every country. And when you find her TikTok page, you will see why. And she has shared so much information, and I have to use this opportunity to say, guys, we have to encourage people with any mental health condition, whether it might be anxiety, depression, bipolar, because you have different stages of bipolar. You guys know that, right? We have to encourage them, okay? So I believe that, back to Teyana Taylor, I believe that Teyana Taylor is just saying she's grateful for Kanye because without Kanye, some of her current moments would not be possible without him. Kanye has gotten her this far, and she considers him to be family, and as such, she's not going to turn her back on him. She doesn't agree with the anti-Semitism and all those things, but she's not going to turn her back on him. And I have to say, this is something that we rarely see. We saw Kim Kardashian doing the same thing when many people wanted Kim to come out and denounce Kanye. I told you guys she wasn't gonna do it because Kim has gotten all the information that she needed to get when Kanye was going through his different phases and stages of his bipolar disorder. So Kim knows, and she knew that it never made any sense for her to take him to court, because how are you going to take someone, that is going through an illness to court? It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense, especially in such capacity. So it's the same thing here with Teyana Taylor. She emphasized that her relationship with Kanye goes beyond public opinion. She sees him as family and a mentor, and he is. She acknowledged his polarizing statement, but insisted that she won't turn her back on him. Kanye played a major role in her career, signing her to his good music label and supporting her artistry. Her stance highlights the idea of standing by people you care about even when they are facing backlash. And you know what, guys? I want to appeal to you guys. Stop abandoning your loved ones when they're in their darkest moment. Life is challenging, and when we're outside someone's body, judging them and judging what is going on in their bodies, it's not entirely fair to them. We don't want to encourage Kanye West's bad behavior, but we want to say to Kanye West, we understand that mental health is real, and we believe that when you accept, the first thing is to accept that there's a problem. You don't have to say it's bipolar. Just tell yourself there's a problem and tell yourself that you're going to work on a fix, and you're going to work on a steady fix to be the best version of yourself. Because the truth about Kanye West is Kanye West has a lot of amazing qualities about him. He has always been egotistic, always, always. And no one can take that. That's just his personality. He has always been egotistic. But when he's on the dark side, that's when it gets bad. But we have seen the amazing things that Kanye West has done in this life, and we have seen his amazing contribution to humanity. And he was once the guy to be the first for almost everyone. And every time people say that Kanye West hates the black community, I understand that him being with white women may make it seem that way, but I think that Kanye West's obsession with white women comes from his kinks. I think that it's a fetish. I think it's a kink for him, but I don't believe that he hates black people or black women. When you look at Kanye's history of philanthropy, it is all surrounding black people. Kanye West is always the first to give. Kanye West started the prison reform program. Kim stepped in and Kim took it over because Kanye West has a problem with completing projects, and that's just the truth. And when you look at the many projects that Kanye West has done in Africa, in his own country, in other countries, Kanye West is always looking out when he's good, and he's always been an advocate. But no, he has fallen, and I believe that everyone falls in life. We all fall differently, but we all do fall. But I've learned through experts, people who are trained in the field, to not be so harsh on people with mental health. So I definitely understand where Teyana Taylor is coming from, and I have to say, kudos to her for being strong and for being brave and for paying homage to Kanye West. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Leave your comment below. Stay safe. Be gentle with yourselves and your loved ones. Stay blessed. Peace.